Women don't want a man who chases them. That's the harsh fact that no one tells you. They want a man that they have to chase, someone who makes them respect him, even when he doesn't say a word. If you chase her, you put yourself below her, and she will feel that, and the desire will end. You can get her to come back to you though, if you show her you're not following her rules. And I'm going to show you how to do that today. It's time to make her work for being in your life instead of the other way around. The lie we were all told is true. If you work hard, she will love you even more. But the truth is that she runs away faster the harder you try. I want to know how many times you've seen guys put too much effort into making fancy dates, texting all the time and buying gifts, and the girl still pulls away because she doesn't value you as much when you give her more. Just think about it. When was the last time you really wanted something that was free? What makes something valuable is the chase. The same way, you become a task again when you stop chasing her. You become a prize worth fighting for. You have the chance to change the whole situation. Let's start right away. Understanding why she pulled back. You need to know why she's pulling back before we talk about how to do it. I can tell you this isn't a coincidence. Women don't just pull away for no reason. It's all about how power works. Women lose interest in a relationship when they think they have too much power over the other person. It's not something she chose to do. It's just how people are. As soon as she feels like she has you under control, she will get bored and look elsewhere. People don't value things that are too easy. That's the hard truth. It's how people are, and interactions are no different. You've already lost some of her value if you've been too approachable, too eager to please, or too quick to text. What does that mean? If she knows you'll always be there for her and answer the phone, she stops enjoying your presence. You feel like she doesn't need you anymore. When she thinks she doesn't have to work for your attention, she will back off. Let me explain it to you. Women test guys all the time, and the men don't even know it. One way to test someone is to pull away, act cold, or grow detached. She does it to see how much power she has over you. You're telling her she's in charge and can set the rules for the relationship if you chase her, break her phone, or try to fix things. That's exactly when she stops being interested. After a few months of dating, she might start taking longer to answer your calls. You ignore it at first, but it becomes clear that she's pulling away after a while. You feel like you should fix it, send her a thoughtful text, or maybe even do something sweet to surprise her. That being said, you need to know that the moment you agree with her, you lose even more ground. It's not about making things look better on the outside. It has to do with completely changing the balance of power. Emotional detachment. Now that you know why she's pulling away, it's time to use your most powerful tool, not caring about her feelings. You give her room to miss you when you mentally pull back. Since you don't care as much now, she will care more soon. It's not time to play games. It's about getting your power back and getting people to respect you without saying a word. Emotional distance changes everything. People think that if they show less interest in a girl, they will lose her for good. This is where most guys fail. Of course, the moment you stop being approachable, caring about every little thing she does, and looking for her approval, you start to look good again. When was the last time you really wanted something, but couldn't get it? It could have been a job, a deal, or someone's attention. That desire that grew stronger because it was out of reach. That's what takes place when you back off. You need to act like the fact that she's pulling away doesn't bother you at all. Don't text, no calls, don't look at her Instagram stories. You turn into a ghost. Why? Because your quiet says more than anything you say. She starts to think about you again as soon as she feels your absence. She starts to think that maybe she was wrong and that you're now seeing someone else or have moved on. At that point, things change, avoiding common mistakes. Most guys mess up here. They get scared when they don't hear from her and start doing bad things. They write. They say something about her Instagram post. They ask friends they both have about her. Even though these seem like small things, they all hurt your chances of getting her back. A lot of guys can't stand being alone. I'll just send one message to check in, they think. But the truth is that one message is all it takes to change the whole plan. You give her the approval she needs without her having to do anything when you interact with her on social media. That way, she feels wanted and desired without having to do anything to get your attention back. The power of no contact. Now we'll talk about one of the best strategies, the no contact rule. This is where you go completely silent. Don't text, no calls, don't check in. After you leave her life for good, this is what turns the switch in her head. Without touch, there is psychological warfare. Women are used to guys who can't stand being quiet. They expect you to follow up, get in touch, and keep the meeting going. But when you don't do any of those things, it makes them feel like they have no power at all. For the next 30 days, you are a ghost. You never talk to her, text, call, or do anything else with her. Not even a simple, "Hey, just checking in" message. Let me tell you something. This is going to be awful. Most guys can't stand the thought of being alone and quiet. They get antsy and wonder, what if she moves on? But the truth is that she'll miss you more the longer you keep quiet. People today are used to being connected all the time. Everyone texts, snaps, and direct messages. She can't see what you're doing, who you're with, or where you are when you go dark though. It leaves a hole. She knows what she's missing because of that hole. She will begin to wonder, and finally, her interest will lead her to act. She'll reach out. How to stay focused. During the pullback, men make the biggest mistake when they don't talk to her for a while. They wait around for her to text them. Every 5 minutes, they check their phones to see if she's finally reached out. You shouldn't be in touch with that though. You should pay attention to yourself. You should work on getting better in every way while you're on no contact. Work out, grow your business, and learn new things. Now is the time to become the best person you can be. You're not just hanging out and waiting for her. You're making her want to come back by becoming a man she can't live without. If she ever does reach out, you don't want to be the guy she turned away from. You want to be a totally different person, stronger, more sure of yourself, and more successful. It's not enough to just make her miss you. You need to improve your life so that when she comes back, you're the best. Check out these guys who have done very well in life. A lot of them reach their best after a big setback, like a breakup, a failure, or a loss. They used the pain to push themselves to get better. That's the only thing you should do. She will want to be a part of your life when she sees how much you've changed and build something bigger and better than before. Use heartbreak as fuel. Broken hearts hurt, no question about it. It's the strongest fuel you'll ever have, though. You should use the desire to text her and the pain of being turned down as motivation to reach your goals. Self-pity is a waste of time for most guys when they're sad. You can make it into a weapon now, though. Although heartbreak can make you weak at times, it can also make you stronger in the long run. Use your pain to get stronger. Breakups can make you stronger or break you. You can make your choice. You can be sorry for yourself, going over every chat in your head, stalking her on social media, and wondering what went wrong. Or you can use your pain to make yourself stronger and more successful. I'm sure she'll feel bad about pulling away when she sees what you've become. Every time you want to reach out or feel sad about losing her, tell yourself that this is a really important time. Most guys give up at this point. You're not like most guys, though. Keep telling yourself that you're better than that. You're not going to give up now. You are going to build yourself up instead. The pain should push you to work harder at the gym, stay late, and make your life better in every way. Getting her back isn't the best way to get revenge. Becoming the guy she wishes she had lost is. The truth is that women always come back. They always come back when they see that you've leveled up, even if it takes weeks, months, or even years. It's not the point to make her feel bad about leaving you, though she will. The point is to make yourself so important that what she says and does can't affect you anymore. When you use your broken heart to improve yourself, you win at life, not just getting her back. A lot of the great men in history used their pain and broken hearts to drive them to greatness. People in sports, business, and even public life are good examples. So many of them lost something or were turned down that pushed them to the next level. Right now is your chance. Do not give up when you feel pain. Instead, use it to push yourself to be the best person you can be. To fill the void, most men either watch too much Netflix or waste time chasing other women. The winners, though, are the ones who use their pain to get things done. Whenever you feel bad about yourself, it takes away from the time you could be making your life better. Take your mind off of her and focus on what you can do today to move toward your goals. Building emotional strength. Getting her back isn't the only goal. This is about getting emotionally strong so that no woman or other person can ever run your life again. You need to be emotionally strong, able to handle anything, and rooted in who you are as a guy. When your emotions are strong, you won't need outside approval as much, and women and everyone else will find you more beautiful. Emotional strength is the key to having good relationships and doing well in life in general. What other people think, say, or do will always affect you if you don't have it. Everything she does to test you or push you away feels like an attack when you're not emotionally strong. But if you're mentally strong, you can get past it. You turn into the kind of man who doesn't let other people tell him how to feel or act. That's the key to staying together for a long time. Women naturally like guys who are in charge of their feelings. Don't get upset easily, and stay stable, even when everything else seems to be shaking. You need to start living your life without getting attached to your feelings. You don't have to stop caring. You just have to stop responding to everything. You don't let her mood swings, her quiet, or even her pullbacks affect how you feel. You don't move. Something amazing takes place when you do that. You turn into a rock she can count on. You become a man who can't be stopped when things get tough, which makes you attractive. Think about the world's richest guys. Not every little thing throws them off track. They stay calm when things get tough. That's why they do well. It works the same way with people. You stay calm when she tries to test you, when she backs off, or when she gets upset. Because you know your worth doesn't come from her praise. You don't let it affect how you feel. Don't respond the next time she pulls away or starts to test you. Do not damage her phone. Do not try to fix things. Stay cool and think about yourself instead. Show her that your behavior doesn't affect you. This is what makes men who win relationships different from men who lose them. Strength in your emotions is your shield. No woman will ever be able to control you again once you learn it, making her miss you. Stop paying attention to her and she'll miss you. Stop giving her approval. She'll start to miss you when you pull away, because you're not there for her anymore. Being away makes the heart grow fonder. Your presence makes it impossible for her to miss you when you're always there. But she starts to feel that loss when you stop talking to her or being in her life. That's when she'll begin to miss you. Women today get a lot of attention. Likes on social media, text from guys, praise and approval from everyone. But that's all just noise. You can be heard over the noise when you are quiet. Why isn't he texting me? She asks herself. Why doesn't he like my pictures? What's going on? That lack of sound causes mystery. And mystery makes people want to know more. Let's say you're the guy who always responds to her Instagram posts by liking her pictures and leaving comments on her stories. She sees you as just another guy trying to get her attention, even though you think you're interested. But if you don't respond, if you don't like her latest picture, or comment on her new post, she will notice. It's how people are. Your attention becomes more useful the more you don't give it. What if she posts a picture of herself laughing and having fun with her friends? She may be used to getting a message from you that says, "Looks like a good time." But you don't do anything this time. You don't follow her story. You don't like what she wrote. And she asks herself, did I lose him? Is he seeing someone else? That level of doubt is strong. It hurts her a lot. She starts to miss you more and more every time she doesn't hear from you. Don't get angry if she posts thirst traps or hidden messages on social media to get your attention. Do not interact. Make her think you're not close. She will be crazy about you because you won't do anything, and she will think about you a lot. These days, when people are always talking, your silence is gold. When she learns she can't get your attention like she used to, she'll start following you around to see what's different. Do not forget that it is all about switching things around. You stand out because you're not always linked in a world where everyone is. You're no longer part of the noise when you stop showing up in her notifications. You are now the sound she can't ignore. And that quiet, to make her miss you, this is the best thing you can do. Things to do. When she calls, when she finally tries to talk to you, you should keep your cool. If you want to get back together with her, don't pick up right where you left off. You should show her that you've changed and aren't the same guy who used to listen to everything she said. Say something short and sure, and let her work to get your attention. It's important not to show her that you're too excited. When she reaches out, she's just seeing what happens. She might miss you, be interested, or just want to feel good about herself. But the worst thing you can do is send her a long emotional message right away, no matter why she's reaching out. That won't fool her. She knows she still has control over you. Instead, you should keep your cool. Tell her she needs to work for your time and attention, and that you're fine without her. For example, if she gives you a message that says, "Hey, how have you been?" Don't answer right away. Wait a few hours or even a day. If you do answer, keep it short and neutral. "Hey, I've been good. Working on some tasks. What about you?" You're not giving her any emotional power here, so pay attention. You're just saying that you've been busy and life has been going on. That makes her wonder if she still has a place in your business. You're telling her that your life isn't about her anymore by taking so long to respond and saying so little. Has he moved on? She'll start to wonder. Is he seeing someone else? Why isn't he interested like he used to be? This feeling of doubt is exactly what you want to make happen. She stays interested and, more importantly, realizes that she doesn't have as much power over you as she used to. But here's the important part. Don't go back to old habits when she emails you. If she seems interested again, it's hard not to want to start dating her again right away. But keep in mind that this is about changing the balance of power. Let her come to you. Let her try to get your attention again. You should respond when you need to, but stay in charge by keeping your mind on your own life and goals. Let's say she wants to get together. She might say, "Let's get together sometime," or "I miss you. Let's catch up." Don't jump at the chance. Instead, keep your cool. Say something like, "Maybe," for an answer. "This week I have a lot going on, but we'll see." You still have full power over this. In letting her know that you're not interested in her anymore, you send a strong message. Your message is that she needs to make time for you if she wants to see you, not the other way around. Women are naturally drawn to guys who know what they want and how to get it. It sends a clear message to her that you have a life outside of her, that you're not willing to drop everything to meet her or give her all your time. For her to want you more now that the roles have been switched, she has to earn your time and attention again. It also makes you more attractive because you've shown that you're strong emotionally and independent, which are qualities that most women find appealing. Not tell her how much you miss her or how hard it's been without her. Do not tell her that you've been thinking about her, even if you have. Take care of your feelings and stay on the path to becoming a better person. If possible, you should be a better person than she saw before she came back. Someone who doesn't need her approval to feel whole. Set new limits and rules for how power works. Things will have to change when she gets back. It's not possible to go back to the time when she was ahead. Things are different this time. You should let her know that you're not the type of guy to chase after her, and that she needs to respect your limits if she wants to stay in your life. She will only come back if you let her. When she tries to get in touch with you, you can't just throw open your arms and do nothing. You need to change the way the relationship works and make it clear that you're now in charge. You're not the same guy who was always there for her and responded to everything she did. She needs to know that you've changed. She'll be looking forward to seeing the old you, the one who was always there. That being said, she needs to find a guy who puts himself first. She will have to earn her place in your life again when she comes back. Don't let her in as much as she could back then. She used to be your top concern, but now she's not. To show that she respects your new rules and values your time, she will have to prove herself. You need to be clear and cool when setting these limits. Do not be hostile or guarded. Tell her that things have changed and that she needs to accept them if she still wants to be a part of your life. Make her feel like the bad things she did in the past will not be allowed anymore. You're not the guy she ran away from. She needs to grow up if she wants to be with you now that you've changed. When she tries to get in touch with you, don't start a long chat or make plans to meet up right away. Instead, keep the first encounters calm and light. She wants to meet up, but you're busy. Tell her you'll get back to her when you have time. Through this, you show her that your time is important and that she can't count on you to be available at any time. Following through is very important. You have to stick to your boundaries for them to work. She might pull away or play games to test you again, but you should be strong. If she does something wrong, she should know that you're ready to leave right away. There will be no more second chances. That's what respect is for. If she can't give it to you, she doesn't deserve your time or care. She wants to see that you've changed into a man of value who doesn't put up with games or disrespect. Setting clear limits not only earns her respect, but it also keeps the balance of power in the relationship. She needs to put in some effort this time if she wants to be in your life. The final transformation. Getting her back isn't the only goal. To become the kind of man who doesn't need to chase, you have to change. You are the prize. That means you are in charge. You've completely changed the game by focusing on your growth, making limits, and getting good at being emotionally strong. She's going to come back because you're now a man she can't easily control, and that makes her smile. But getting her to come back isn't what gives you power. It means becoming the type of man who can leave her if she doesn't improve. It's not just about fixing a broken relationship on this trip. It's also about fixing yourself. Don't worry, more women will want your attention after you put in the work and make your life better. You will have choices. That's what makes you impossible to stop. You're no longer the guy who needs her praise. You're the kind of guy who just gets respect. You've turned into the kind of man who controls his own fate, so it won't matter if you take her back when she comes crawling back. That is what truly matters. It's time to do something. In your partnerships, don't just let the same old things happen. Now is the time to become the important man you were always meant to be. Let your pain become your strength. Stop chasing and start living your life the way you want to. Choose to start now. This is your alarm. Make change happen instead of waiting for it to happen.